Kailangan meron tayong baseline sa ating bansa. Diba? Kaya hindi natin masolve yung K-12 at saka yung dropout. Kaya hindi natin masolve yung sa baha. Kasi it's all relative.
Babalikan ko lang yung motion for reconsideration na ang tunog, ang dating sa akin ay Korte Suprema na misread nyo kami.
Simple lang yan, Kuya Boy. Kung wala yung immediately executory, de tama na wag muna namin galawin. Meron eh. So, Kuya Boy, tignan nyo yung epekto ha. Kasi lahat ng gawin natin sa lipunan, lahat ng decision ng leaders, may hierarchy yan. Hindi totoo yan na lahat ng gawin mo pare-parehas lang. I do admit na nakaw ng 1 cent at nakaw ng 1 billion, parehong nakaw yan. Diba? Pero the reality is, pag may nagnakaw ng 1 billion at hindi mo pinalo yung kamay, hindi mo kinulong, mas maraming magnanakaw ng 1 billion. Diba? So, what is my point there? When the Supreme Court says, immediately executory, and the Senate doesn't act, when will our disobedience now to the Constitution, not to the Supreme Court, remember that the Supreme Court interprets the Constitution, and the decisions form the part of our law. That's why nga, even yung voting could have been questioned. Kasi actually, wala kaming karapatan magboto. Ang kailangan mo lang sundin. So, pwede ka naman mag-MR. At hintayin mo yung, you can appeal, you can file a motion for, you wait for that.
But why did you go for voting?
Well, because there's the only way to act if you're more than one is to vote. Diba? If it was just one office, then the leader should just say, we'll just follow.
Isang clarificatory question na lamang doon sa House.
At doon amazing sa akin, Kuya Boy, na may suggestion pa na wag sundin ng Supreme Court.
Oo. Narinig namin yun. Oo.
Okay lang yun kung pangpayugyog.
Nakakatakot yun?
Nakakatakot yun. Kuya Boy.
Oo.
Kasi kailan ka na susunod? Diba?
At sino ang susundin mo?
At sino susundin?
Doon sa House, natanggap ng Secretary General, dahil doon sa desisyon, ay nabasa namin yun, yun nga, December 2, 4, and 19. Make us understand, pwede ba igarahe yun ng SecGen ng House at hindi transmit sa Speaker?
So, ang sinasabi ng House, kami naman ang gumagawa ng rules namin, so nasa rules. Ang sinasabi ng...
So, nasa rules na pwedeng itago muna ng Secretary
I
General?
don't think nasa rules yun, pero nasa rules nila na parang to the Speaker's office muna. So, they use is an intermediary step.
Okay.
Diba? Okay, but ang point, Kuya Boy, sinasabi ng Supreme Court, pag nakalagay na sa Constitution na 10 days, na sa calendar of business, wala kayong choice. Hindi kayo pwede maglagay ng 10 days, pero kung dilaw ang traffic light plus 1 day, kung merong detour, another day, so kailangan yung sundin. Okay ba? Kasi nga, Kuya Boy, 1 year is a short period. And you only have 6 years in a term. And most of the constitutional bodies, of course, the Supreme Court is until mag-70 sila. But yung COA, yung ibang commissions, no, COMELEC, 7 years yan eh. Diba? So, can you imagine every month, every other month na impeachment? Remember when you say impeachment, hindi lang final yan, pwede i-hearing yan.
Oo.
So, can you imagine na pag appoint mo ng January, February, hinihearing ka ng Congress to impeach. February, hinihearing ka to impeach. March, hinihearing ka to impeach. Or, sabihin mo na yung hearing, may ilan days din yan. Di ba? Kasi, is it 60 or 90 days? No? 60 days, kailangan na sa ano na. But, once na finailan ka, Kuya Boy, so, ngayon, Kuya Boy, kahit anong kaso final against sa'yo, what will you first, anong una mong gagawin? You'll call a lawyer or someone, di ba? You'll get a copy, you'll look at it. So, you won't wait until meron kang notice na eto yung hearing. Pag ano pa lang, titignan mo na yan eh. So, nakakagulo na yan eh. Naapektuhan na yung trabaho mo. Hindi ka basta makaka-focus na dyan.
Okay. Yung 1-year bar, bakit February 6? Kasi February 5, ito ng
Kasi
Smith.
lumalabas sa kanila nung ang kinount nila as initiation.
Iyon,
yung unang
na-discuss din yun.
tatlo ng February 5. So, and then sa law, when you count, you exclude the present day you include the last day. So you start counting from the next day. So kung 365 days, you don't include February 5. So February 6 ang after 1 year.
Okay. Hindi pa tapos ang 1 year. Bakit hindi pwedeng ipagpatuloy?
Because barred na. Considered na yung tatlo was a impeachment initiated but then dismissed.
On the basis that it was archived.
Yes.
Oo. Ang ibig sabihin nun ay bilang yun.
When you circumvent kasi, Kuya Boy, yung gumagawa ng, di ba, pagkalima sinabi ko sa'yo, Kuya Boy, bawal malate, di ba? So, ang ginawa mo, let's say 8 o'clock. Ang ginawa mo, pumapasok ka ng 8, pero lumalabas ka para magkape 1 hour, bumabalik ng 9. So, pag sinabi kong, Kuya Boy, sinircumvent mo. So, it's not meant to make a new rule that pwede ka pumunta ng 8 pero hindi ka pwede lumabas, etc. Doon nagpo-focus yung tao eh. It's to show you the basis of the rule and to say, don't circumvent it. Kung 1 year, 1 year. So, ngayon, very clear. If you're going to use that mode, i-file 10 days sa calendar of business, 3 days sa Committee on Justice. Tapos sa Committee on Justice, you have 60 days to bring it in the floor. If in the meantime, between that and between the time na yung Committee on Justice ay magbotohan ng House, pwedeng yung 1/3, pero sundin mo yung nasa page 93.
Okay. Ngayon ang tanong na...
Mas humirap kaysa sa dati, pero hindi totoong hindi ka na makaka-impeach.
Critics of the Senate today are saying, bakit nyo tinanggal sa amin by voting, to archive the articles of impeachment? Bakit tinanggal nyo sa amin ang karapatan to make Vice President Sara Duterte accountable for the cases filed against her? Yun yung, kumbaga, yun ang layman's way of
Simple
saying
ang
it.
sagot, dahil sinabi ng Supreme Court, mali ang proseso. You cannot correct a wrong with a wrong. So, if you think Congressman Santos or Cruz stole, but then ang ginawa nyo ay naglagay kayo ng illegal na camera sa loob ng kanyang bahay, or kung sasabihin mo si Commissioner Cruz ay smuggler at ang ginawa mo, nag-illegal search ka sa kanyang bahay, sasabihin ng korte, sorry, we have to throw out the case because mali ang paraan at proseso. Yan ang rule of law kung tawagin. So we cannot say na Sara did not follow the rule of law, so wag na rin natin sundin and hold her accountable in any way we want. So yun ang sinasabi ko, Kuya Boy, na kung analyst ka, mag-analyze, di mo tama. So kung sasabihin mong, mali ang Senate, pero mali din kasi ang House. Mali din tayo. Then, bilang referee, dapat ka pakinggan, di ba? Kung Supreme Court Justice ka, nasasabihin mong immediately, forthwith, etc. Kasi nga, Kuya Boy, naghahanap ng katig, naghahanap ng linaw ang ating kababayan. So, Kuya Boy, if I'm telling you na, Kuya Boy, pinakamaganda talaga sa stocks ngayon, itong stock ABC, di ba? Yan talaga, tapos sabi mo, ako kasi, Kuya Boy, neutral ako, analyst ako, etc. Yung pala lahat ng pera ko nilagay ko sa ABC, kaya kita niyayaya. Oh, is that fair? Will that contribute sa enlightenment, or it will tapos nung bumaksak yung stock, ako yung unang nagpapa-imbestigar ng gugulo, di ba? Not because I'm neutral, not because tinignan ko na mabuti, pero kasi nilagay ko lahat ng pera ko doon di ba? So you'll have someone analyzing the Senate, then saying, eto ang dapat maging presidente, eto magandang presidente. You'll have someone saying, ganito, si ganito, si ganito. Kunwari, tinitiran niya lahat, yung pala, pinapabango niya yung isa. Di ba? So, that's why akin panawagan, not only on the traditional networks with franchise, but also on the new networks, whether it's on YouTube, whether di ba? Ibalik natin yung traditional roles. Ang role ng media is to get the truth and to report. Not to be, an advocate, a political advocate, one side or that. Ang role ng referee, sabihin, eto yung rule, sunod kayo. Diba? So, ganun din. You wanna be a critic of the Supreme Court, you're most welcome. Diba? But don't do it at the expense of confusing people, because you're actually more anti-Sara or more pro-impeachment Sara than you are a neutral legal analyst presenting to our people kung ano dapat batas. So, kung yung mga abogado nga among ourselves nakakalito eh. O, ano pa kaya yung
Layman.
yung layman nalilito. 'Di ba? Sabi nga ni was it Shakespeare, Kuya Boy, who said, 'di ba? If you want justice, first kill all the lawyers. So, kailangan ba nating dagdagan yun na if you want justice, kill all the lawyers, but also kill all the analysts, kill all the opinion. We're all welcome to our opinion. Di ba? But let's play our role because may delicate a delicate balance yan, di ba? I watch certain channels, certain shows, I listen to certain people because nakataya sa reputation nila. And yung reputation nila is based on truth. But kung nandun ka na pala sa bulsa ng iba, and when I say bulsa, I'm not talking monetary. I mean, whether yung puso mo lang nakuha nun. Di ba? It's a deceit eh. So the truth will not come out through deceit.
With all this, what do you want people to know? And as a senator, what do you want people to understand with clarity?
One thing I've learned, especially in the last few years, is that when we say God has a plan for us, God works through values, core values, di ba? Through concepts, di ba? So, pag, di ba, whether you're Catholic or Evangelical, I'm talking to the Christians now, we're mostly Christians naman sa Pilipinas. Pag nagdasal kang, your kingdom come, di ba? Here on earth, as it is in heaven. Ano ba ang kingdom in heaven? Di ba? It is based on certain culture rules like truth. Di ba? So, sa akin, gawin natin core value natin integrity. Bilib na bilib tayo sa Singapore, bilib na bilib tayo sa Japan. Ano bang common doon? Integrity. Meaning, even if no one's looking, yun ang stand natin. Hindi yung I'm talking to myself and to people I'm allied with as much as to the opposite side. Di ba? Na, hindi pwedeng sabihin natin, eto center, eto kaliwa, eto kanan. Tapos, nasaan ka? Nasa kaliwa. Bakit? Inurong mo yung center dito. Nasaan ka? Kanan. Bakit? Inurong mo yung center dito. 'Di ba? Kailangan meron tayong baseline sa ating bansa. 'Di ba? Kaya hindi natin ma-solve yung K-12 at saka yung dropout eh. Kaya hindi natin ma-solve yung sa baha kasi it's all relative eh. 'Di ba na yes, palitan lahat ng pero yung congressman namin magaling. Pero nandun pala lahat ng flood control na palpak, 'di ba? So may ganun tayong attitude, Kuya Boy, na 'di ba yung para bawal ka mag-anak sa munisipyo. Ninyo, pero sa munisipyo namin pwede. So you know, we have to start working on who we are as a nation and where we want to go. Let's debate everything else, 'di ba? But sabi, eto ang Pilipino, 'di ba? May pagmamahal sa magulang, we believe in integrity, we believe in truth. Tapos we want to get here. But how do we get here? There has to be accountability. O sige, how do we hold everyone accountable? 'Di ba? So yun yung so for example, do I think hindi dapat ituloy ang Quadcom? Tingin ko dapat ituloy. But tingin ko, dapat parallel din doon. Sino ba ang liable sa mga palpak sa baha, whether DPWH o, I like the suggestion na COA or an independent commission. Diba? So, Quadcom, ano yung 3-4 na pwedeng imbestigahan para hindi lang Duterte? Diba? So, ganun din. Senate, ano namang contribution mo? Rather than just criticize the House, what do we do with the powers entrusted to us, di ba? But yun nga, Kuya Boy, remember we only have maybe a year and a half. Kasi pagdating ng end of next year, everyone's talking about 2028. Ngayon hindi lang inaamin pero yun na rin ang
papunta na rin doon.
Doon papunta na rin doon.
Dalawa ang pwedeng kalabasan with the motion for reconsideration. Sasabihin ng Korte Suprema, tamang desisyon namin. At may nagsabi na may president na pwedeng baligtarin ang desisyon ng Korte Suprema. In both cases, what can happen?
There's a middle ground din, Kuya Boy. So, one, pwedeng sabihin nilang there's no new matters. Ito na yung decision. Okay, tama ka doon. The second, tama yung sinabi mo, pwedeng mag-reverse. The third is that may mga minor silang papalitan, pero tama pa rin yung conclusion. Yung minor na papalitan is more to pwedeng correct, pwedeng ilinaw yung certain things. Pero ganun din yung effect.
Pero yung dulo nun ay...
But ang point nga, Kuya Boy, ba't hindi na lang natin hintayin? Kasi pag lumabas at yun ang desisyon, tama na yung ginawa ng Senate. Pag lumabas at binaliktad, pwede naman buhayin yung nasa archive Or in the meantime...
So hindi totoo na hindi pwedeng buhayin ng nasa archive? Pwedeng buhayin
ito nga yung kaibahan, Kuya Boy. Yung i-table, ibig sabihin isang tabi, Ang ibig sabihin nun, buhay pa yon, pero hindi ko muna kita papansinin.
Pero nasa
Oo.
nasa mesa lang.
Nasa mesa. Pero pwede mong kunin para patayin.
Okay.
Yung nasa archive, sinasabi mong patay na yan eh. Kaya ilagay mo na sa semeteryo. Pero unlike ang tao na patay, hindi mo na pwedeng buhayin. Di ba? Ito is a fiction of law eh. Pwede mong kunin sa semeteryo at buhayin.
Yung patay.
Yung patay.
Okay.
So, pero pag, so, kaya sabi ko, actually kung walang ginawa ang Senado, pwede rin eh. Kasi nga, ang sinabi ng Supreme Court, void ab initio. That's why nga, the clearest way I could explain it through a movie that I really like and I rewatched, di ba, is yung there was never an us. Diba? Kasi tinatanong pa ulit-ulit ni, ano ibig sabihin ng void? Meron, di ba? So, Kuya Boy, pagka kinasal ang lalaki at babae, pero sinabing void ab initio, alam mo, pinsang buo, hindi sinasabi ng korte na hindi totoong nasa harap kayo ng pare, kinasal kayo. Ang sinasabi, there was no marriage whatsoever
From the beginning.
From the beginning. So there was never an us. Di ba? Okay. Ab initio simply means from the beginning. Kaya binibiro ko po yung ibang nandun. Sabi ko, there was never an us, but I love you. Ab initio. Di ba? So, we wanted accountability from the start. But there was never an impeachment. So, pag sinabi ng Supreme Court bilang meron, di itutuloy yung dati.
Okay.
Okay. Pero pag sinabi ng Supreme Court na hindi, from the start wala, di start ka from zero, hindi naman to 6-year ban eh, Kuya Boy. Yun ang hindi ko maintindihan na ano ang problema that we do, that patalasin nyo pa lahat in the next 6 months. Diba? Kasi even, Kuya Boy, for example, i-reverse nila sa MR. Tingin mo yung kabilang side, hindi mag-MR din. Tingin mo si Sarah, hindi mag-MR, tapos sasabihin, sandali lang, especially kung hindi nakalagay immediate executory, sandali lang kami, meron din. Kasi may another issue na pahapyawan lang eh. Kung pwede itong tumulay sa 20th Congress, di ba? So, sa akin, Kuya Boy,
Pero hindi yan na daanan ng desisyon.
I'm still looking deeply in it, no? Kasi parang may konting sinabi, di ba, na 19th yan, 20, but let me...
At saka members o parang gano'n.
Yeah,
So, habang lahat ng ito ay nangyayari, it has become messy from, again, a layman's point of view. Ang paghahalo ng politika at ng hudikatura. Do you think it is about time to review the impeachment law?
It's always a good time to review everything, including the Constitution. Having said that, Kuya Boy, kaya sabi ko, napaka-blessed pa rin natin. Remember sa US, nung nagka-problema sila sa Constitution in terms of sa slavery, it was a bloody civil war. I mean, God knows why it happened and how strong America is today despite yung conflict nila, no? But it could have gone the other way, Kuya Boy, ha? Kung nanalo yung South,
Oo.
hindi na yung USA na alam mo ngayon ay hindi na yung USA na meron ngayon. In our lifetime, Kuya Boy, Mindanao could have seceded. 'Di ba? So, napaka-dangerous, Kuya Boy, na meron tayong sistema na ground rules at least, na may konstitusyon, ang magde-decide dyan yung Supreme Court. Napaka-delikado na hindi natin gawin yun. I'll give you an example, ha. Sige, sabi nila, wag na natin sundin. Okay, let's say, most of the senators payag, hindi sinunod. What if nag-initiate ngayon ng change sa Constitution, mag-parliamentary tayo? Strike down ng Supreme Court. Sabi ng Supreme Court, mali yung proseso, mali. Sabi ng Kongreso, hindi. Mali Supreme Court yan, mag-plebisito na lang. Nag-plebisito yung COMELEC, nanalo. So mag-change tayo ng government, ibabasura natin Constitution. Tingin nyo, walang balik yan? Walang grupo na magre-revolusyon? So, we have to have red lines or boundaries. We have to have ground rules. Walang pamilya na nag-exist na walang ground rule. Ano
But
pa
we
kaya
have to
isang
make sure
bansa?
that we have. ground rules
Yes,
at this point.
but even those ground rules are being tested and questioned.
Right now.
Oh, I mean, wala akong problema pag sinabi mo halimbawa na etong collegial nabayaran, eto ebidensya, i-impeach natin. Pero sabihin mo, hindi ko gusto decision nila, impeach natin. Sabihin mo, kasi appointed ni Duterte, impeach natin. Napakabigat po noon. Usually, pagka ganon, lahat na ng mga law schools dito, etc., nagwa-warning na sa lawyers. You're an officer of the court. Ngayon, hindi. Di ba? I mean, even si Congressman De Lima, uupakan niya, magsosorry, tapos ite-threaten niya. I've been here long enough to know. In the same manner, di ba sa mga Duterte, anti-Duterte ang sabi nila, just talking about killing can lead to killings. I see their point. We have to listen to each other and learn from that. Di ba? Nag-erode, Kuya Boy, na nagkakaroon ng, di ba yung pagka you're hardworking with your hands, nagkakaroon ng pantal, naging kalus. So one day, you wake up, konti na rin pakiramdam mo. Di ba? So I can't imagine now, if I was in the Supreme Court. On one hand, you want free speech and don't want to punish. And on the other hand, people are crossing the line at baka maapektuhan na yung ating demokrasya. Remember, Kuya Boy, siguro I'll end here, no? May mga kalaban ng demokrasya natin. Not everyone who says democracy believes in democracy. Maraming diktador became dictators through democracy. Di ba? I mean, Hitler was elected. Di ba? I think Stalin was nasa Time magazine and di ba? Some of these dictators were given Nobel Peace Prizes at one point in time. There are ideologies existing. There are cults existing. There are, I would say, spiritual forces in our country na gustong magkagulo-gulo tayo.
Okay. Last question then. Habang nangyayari ang lahat ng ito, you have President Marcos saying, wala akong papel dyan. Mas marami akong trabaho dito sa bigas at saka sa maraming infrastructure, etc. Ano ang ibig sabihin yan?
I think he's sincere in the sense that he wants to solve the country's problems. But the reality is there are some things he can ignore, there are some things he cannot ignore. So, di ba, so katulad nung, ang balita ko nung pinakita yung 215, lumabas clamor talaga nung House. But upon further examination, it's not the whole 215 who clamored for that. Then,
Or the plus 25?
and then, Kuya Boy, kasi mahirap pag leader ka, yung unintended consequences, di ba? So, filing on February 5 and then arresting Duterte, the results ngayon and everything. I mean, if this was filed last December at hindi naresto, it could have been a totally different ball game, di ba? So, what I'm saying, Kuya Boy, is it's hard enough during peace times being president, di ba? What more kung yung dami ng problema, not only of your administration, but yung cultural frailties,
Okay.
or frailties ng isang, kasi corruption is endemic sa ating country.
Pandemic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
And what I meant, Kuya Boy, is that hindi lang per administration, Spanish time,
Yeah.
Japanese time, Commonwealth time, hanggang ngayon, di ba? So nawawala, bumabalik, and nag-e-explode ngayon lahat yan dahil sa dami ng tao, internet, ano. So what's good, again, let's end with what's good, is we're active, di ba? So
There's a vibrant discussion.
It's vibrant there. So, of course, if may wish list ako, how do I put it? Ang tingin ko kasi may konting, ang style ng Pilipino may palo, hindi lang may kumpas, hindi lang eto vision punta may palo din talaga eh. May stick talaga, di ba? So, kung may wish list ako sa ating Pangulo is that things that priority niya at things na dapat hindi, di ba? Na konti pang konti pang clear na he means business there, di ba? But I don't doubt the sincerity that he wants to get things done in agriculture, in many other things. No?
Okay. Maraming salamat, Alan.
Good night, Kuya Boy. Thank you
Thank you.
again for this opportunity to discuss.
Maraming salamat.